This is Brandon, and I have a pretty weird life. I mean, I'm a dad, I have a demanding cat, and I own ASY TV, a streaming television network that puts me on a never-ending road filming awesome people in awesome places all over the nation. So I'm inviting you to come along for the ride and see what it takes to run ASY TV. And I'm doing the van life thing while having fun, amazing, tasty, and weird adventures. Are you ready? It's the ASY TV life.
Well, good day, everybody. It's nice to see you, or should I say good night, because it is, in fact, dark outside. Again, I am making a couple of filler videos because I'm supposed to be in Chicago right now. Shoot got canceled, the trip got canceled, and your friend Brandon here I can't work for free, you know, so I do have to keep content coming every Monday and Friday here on the ASY TV Life YouTube show, and you know, I would really appreciate it before we get into this top 10 list. I'd really appreciate it if you just go ahead and I'll wait. You can come back. I'll wait. Just go ahead. You can like the video. You can watch it and see if you actually like it, and then hit the like button. That'd be great. And then I would really like it if you'd hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, if you have already, then just ignore what I'm saying right now. And I'm sorry to bug you about it, but it's, you know, we bring in financial assistance with this. You know, it is a monetized channel. So every time we get a subscribe, every time you watch a video, every time we get a like or a good comment or it really helps. It really does. It's pretty crazy. And I like it when YouTube sends me money. It's fun. Helps a lot, especially with the van life thing. So anyways, with all of that out of the way, also subscribe to ASY TV. I'm going to put all that down here somewhere. It'll marquee several times throughout this video. But this video is extremely cool. But these are the top 10 extremely cool things that we've gotten to do and film for different shows on ASY TV. Number 10, we've done this twice. We did it once with Gigi for Best Day Ever. We did it with Ricky with That Vegas show. It's Dig This. What this is you can do this when you're in Vegas. They have a couple locations. They may be in other places too. I don't know. Look them up. It's called Dig This. Because we did 2 different locations in Las Vegas. So they could have locations all over the world. I don't know. You go there, you give them money, and then you get to learn how to ride bulldozers and excavators and backhoes and all this. You dig holes and you move tires around, and it's really freaking cool. Really good people too. They let us film there twice already with 2 different shows. So Dig This, number 10 on the list of extremely cool things that we got to do, and you can do as well. Ricky and Gigi both loved it, and they got to ride a bulldozer and an excavator. Of course you're gonna like that. And I don't know what the age limit is. I'm sure there is one, but it's just a really cool experience, and I had fun filming it too. Number 9, tubing in Seattle. I was filming an episode of Go There Eat That with my buddy Garrett on the camera, and I didn't know what tubing was. I thought tubing was like when you just got in a big inner tube and kind of floated down a river, like a lazy river type of thing. I had no idea what tubing was, and of course I agreed to it. I'm like, of course I'll do it. That's fun. That's just what I do. They put you on an inflatable raft, absolutely, and then they yank that raft, and this is all of Seattle Sound River, whatever it's called. They yank that raft with a speedboat, and you freaking fly. Number 8, I'm just gonna put the whole documentary of I Love This Shit with Mike Bennett, the wrestling expedition that we did, because I got to step back into the ring after years and years and years of not. I was a pro wrestler for almost 20 years, and I got to teach again. And being in the ring is an extreme sport. You can call it whatever you want to call it. It's definitely not fake. If you think it's fake, go ahead and take some bumps. I guarantee you the next day you'll be calling it something different. But this was a great time. Not only did I make a good friend out of Mike Bennett, but I fell in love with wrestling again. And the whole purpose of that documentary, which is actually on YouTube and ASY TV, the whole purpose of that was to make him fall back in love with wrestling again. But in the process, this guy did as well. Number 7, the Atlanta Prison Farm. This is not an extreme sport. but it could have been. It's crazy there. We hiked the woods for almost an hour, it seemed like, with a couple of guys, and a couple of people just showing us. I forgot their name. I think Joe Peary, and I can't remember the main guy's name. He was awesome too. We filmed other stuff with him for Leah and Sparkle Nation. But we were with Garrett Kuhn and for Lost in America on this episode, and he took us out to the Atlanta Prison Farm. Look up the Atlanta Prison Farm. And if you're in Atlanta and you want to go, either get permission or be very, very careful. The reason it's on the extremely cool thing list is because with extreme sports, whatever, blah, 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 you're not supposed to be there. So we had to hightail it out of there. Some would say that was mocked, and you may be right. But right after we left, there was cops that showed up and everything. So it was anything to get your blood pumping is the kind of stuff that I want to put on this list. Number 6, Evilise. We got to go jet skiing. We've got to do a lot of cool stuff with Evilise, skydiving and manatees. And what did we just do? We just did glass bottom boat fish feeding and gun ranges and cool stuff, mostly in Florida. But this was really, really, really cool. She was on the jet ski, I was on the boat filming her on the jet ski, and just going underneath that giant bridge in Tampa and all this cool stuff. So as far as water sports go and extreme sports, that was a lot of fun. Then the jet ski broke down. Then we had to find another guy whose jet ski broke down, and it was, there was a lot of interesting times on that trip. But number 6 was Evilise and jet skiing with Bada Bing Sports. That's who they are. Look them up if you're in Tampa and you want to do some fun stuff. Number 5, still on the water rafting with Chantel Danga and A Call to Adventure is the name of the show. Chantel Danga is the host, and this is a funny story because we filmed a lot in 2 days. I mean, a lot. It was 3 days actually. Skydiving, ATV riding, and then we did the water rafting, and we did a restaurant, but we did the water rafting. And when I got back, I was horrified to learn that my GoPro did not record anything. So we had nothing to show for this water rafting. So I called the guy. I was like, dude, yeah, we had a malfunction and we'd like to do it again. Sounded totally sketchy, but it was the truth. We didn't get anything. So we'd like to do it again. So we went back the next day and did the whole thing over again. And she's paddling again, and we're both tired. And I wrapped up my old camera. This is how little budget we had when we started. And now, to be honest. It's much better now, but it's still compared to. I wrapped up one of my actual little cameras in, what do you call it? Cling wrap. That's what it's called, the brand name. But just the wax, not wax paper. You know what I'm talking about? The cling wrap. You can see through it, and it's clear, and you just wrap it. And I made sure it was nice and flat in front of the camera, and then I sat there and filmed her, and she had a GoPro on her head, and that's how we got that segment. On that same episode with Chantel, skydiving. Yeah, I pushed her out of a perfectly good plane. It was static skydiving, so she jumped out. The thing's attached to the plane. When she gets to a certain thing, it just pops the parachute open for her. So really fun, really cool, really safe, I guess. I mean, the instructor that we have does have one arm from a skydiving accident. So, I mean, there's some room for error there, but Chantel fell in love with it. And if you see Chantel when she's excited, you'll fall in love with her. She's just one of those addictive personalities. I've said that 1,000 times. We did a really cool helicopter flight there. Oh, this is tied, by the way, for 3rd, because Gigi and I did another helicopter tour over the Grand Canyon. And both of these were a great time. Great pilots, good. I'm going to go ahead and say the one in the Grand Canyon was a little more scenic. Yes, we got to go over the Royal Gorge Bridge in Canyon City, which is just gorgeous. And that whole Royal Gorge area is unbelievably beautiful. But the one in the Grand Canyon, it's the freaking Grand Canyon, okay? It's unreal. And we're flying a helicopter over the entire city of Vegas and just landed out on this little mountain and just surrounded by streams. And it was awesome. That's all I can say about this. I think Gigi will agree. It was just one awesome experience. It's one of the first things that we ever did out of Colorado. with any show. I think it was the first thing we ever did. Me and Gigi went to Vegas, and we filmed all kinds of fun stuff. So that was a really good time, and that was really one of those things where you feel like you're really starting to do some cool stuff and give you, the viewer, some cool stuff. Number 2, we're sticking with Best Day Ever, and it's about the same time frame as well. About 6 months later, we went to Los Angeles and San Diego. Man, I could put that whole episode on here too, because we did a really cool thing with Sail San Diego on a yacht, and that was a lot of fun. But the really cool thing was there was a guy that had a plane in Los Angeles, and he did plane tours of the city, and wow, like you think you've been to Los Angeles, it's whatever it is, but from up there, we're flying right over downtown. We're flying over Santa Monica Pier. We're flying over the Hollywood Hills, the tar pits, the everything, the Hollywood sign, the downtown area. We're flying right over that big building with the big round top, whatever it's called. That was absolutely stunning, and it really made us feel, again, like we're big time, man. And I'm filming this. This is cool, and it just adds credibility and adds a little wow aspect to everything that we do. I would love to redo those now with newer equipment, more knowledge, better network. I would love to redo that stuff, but it's there, and it's part of our history, and I'm really, really proud of it. And speaking of airplanes, that takes us to number 1. And speaking of California, but this time up in San Francisco, and this is my son's show, the BB Oxmauser show. We've done a lot of cool stuff with him. We've played with animals, and we've gone to different places all over the country, arcades and just video game stuff, and we've even done like circus training and just so much cool stuff with the kid. Golfing, and just I could literally go on. He's got like 15 to 20 episodes or something like that, more on the way. Anyway, we got my buddy Matt. He owns planes, and he had 2 other people that own planes. So it was me and Heather from she worked with us, and she was on one plane. I was on the plane with my son, and Leah from Sparkle Nation was on another plane. And we take these 3 planes in a formation, and we're filming this for a kids travel show. And we fly over San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, the city. Again, I'm slapping my knees a lot. I'm sorry, because I'm just like, wow, did we really do that? And yes, we did. And we have proof of it because it's on the BB Oxmauser show on ASY TV. That right there, it's not the most extreme thing that we've ever done. I mean, the flight over LA was very similar, it was very cool, but the fact that we took 3 airplanes for a kid-hosted show, my kid did a great job on that episode, and just flew over the Golden Gate Bridge, like literally Alcatraz, everything. It was so cool, and to share that time with him and share that moment with him, it was a dad win. It was a dad win. And I hope he appreciated it. I know he'll look back on it fondly, and it was just really cool. When you're doing something so awesome and you're just feeling it, you're just like, this is going to be something that I always remember, and it has been. And I'm so grateful to Matt and all the other pilots, and to my son, and to ASY TV for giving us that and all of these adventures. I could literally make a list of 100. It's cool to share these memories and to remember them myself and show clips and just realize what I've done and what we have here with ASY TV. We're something special, and I know that. And every time I do a list like this, I'm confirmed that we're different. We're special. We're not Netflix and Hulu. It's like comparing Walmart and Target to like your local shop that's been around, and we're that local shop. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of how far we've come and all the things that we've done. And I'm very grateful to you for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff, hit the notification bell, and it'll tell you that every Monday and Friday I give you a video. And this YouTube page, subscribe to it. It's the doormat to ASY TV. And if you want ASY TV, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and Apple TV is where you get it, and ASYTV.com. Huge upgrade coming soon. You're going to hear, I'm going to make a whole video just about that when it happens. It's just taking forever. So I'm a very impatient person. And also, if you ever see this wallet laying around, I think you know who it belongs to. Right? Is that in there? Yeah. I know I'm a cheesy bastard, but thank you for watching. I will see you on the next, whether it's Monday or Friday, whatever day this comes out, I'll see you on the next Monday or Friday. And yeah, man, we're doing this. We're doing this.